With all the snow that we've been getting lately, I figured it was time to share some tips and tricks for driving in this kind of weather. Now, this may sound like a little ranting and raving here, but it needs to be done. I don't know what happens, but when the seasons change, seems like everyone in central New York forgets how to drive. So let's just take a step back and look at some things to keep in mind. Number one, the biggest thing, turn your lights on. It doesn't matter if it's daylight and you can see, other drivers can't see you, especially when it gets to be like whiteout conditions. You gotta keep your lights on so people can see your back lights and they know exactly how close they are to hitting you. Turn your lights on. Second big thing, don't keep hitting your brakes. If you are going too fast, slow down. When you keep hitting your brakes, first of all, you're going to make it easy for yourself to slide around and cause an accident. Second of all, hitting your brakes a bunch of times isn't going to help you one way or another. All you're doing is scaring the cars behind you of why you're hitting your brakes so fast, so then they start hitting their brakes, and someone down the line isn't paying close enough attention and hits their brakes too hard, and believe it or not, you've caused another accident. Another big thing, brush off your car. Now, this is a main one. I will admit, I just learned the other day how big of a deal this was. I was watching a video on Facebook where someone didn't brush off their car and the other person had like one of those cameras inside their car. All that snow and ice hit their windshield and broke their windshield, believe it or not. So just brush off your car. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. It takes you that much more time, but it can stop an accident from happening. Even if it doesn't break someone's windshield, all that snow and ice blowing onto someone else's windshield can cause them to not be able to see all of a sudden and, cause an accident. And the biggest thing that we all know so well but just doesn't seem to stick for whatever reason, slow down. It's that simple. Even if you think, oh, the roads are plowed right here, it's clear, no problem, you can get to a spot where it's not cleared off, and all of a sudden you're going way too fast, and you end up in another lane of traffic, and what do? You cause an accident. So just slow down. Give yourself extra time. If you're running late to work, you're running late to work. It's better to get there safe and late than not get there at all, because you get in an accident or you cause an accident. Remember these things when you're driving in conditions like we've seen for the past few days with all this snow and wind and ice. Just be careful out there. Everyone's got places they've got to be. Be safe and remember how to drive in snow. Those are my helpful tips for you.